Here I am, day 2 of the Hungerford II production diary, and today we had a very exciting day. We went to recce 3 of the locations where we are doing what would be quite ambitious in any film, but in this film, as cheap as and cheerful as it is, truly ridiculous sequences. So we thought, of course, that it's better to wander around, because wander around time is cheap compared to camera time, obviously, and plan what we're going to do there, because we're going to be combining lots of physical action with CG effects. And when I first met Drew and was introduced to his oeuvre, I realised very quickly, watching his YouTube videos, that I was in the presence of a man who likes nothing more than to stage a truly badass fight. So true to his passion, one of his passions, we were at the locations today planning the action to 2 major battles, really, and 2 of them, and then one very, very cool thing for the opening of the film, which I won't spoil. But all of which required some walking through. So I found myself sitting on a chair in particularly one of the locations, Carmel College, which is an old abandoned school, which if you Google 28dayslater.co.uk, you'll see where we're going to be, and it's pretty great. And there's a stairwell at Carmel that sort of winds up and is sort of beautiful and wooden and kind of extraordinary. And anyway, so I was sitting at the bottom of that watching Drew and Tom, who's his lead actor and long-time collaborator, one of his lead actors and his long-time collaborator, and basically fighting their way up and down various stairways and corridors, and, you know, imitating the sound of various caliber weapons going off at close quarters, and different punches and holds, and, you know, so they go about it with great glee, but also I'm, you know, pleased to report, with great care, because some of the things we're doing are, you know, well, I won't say dangerous, but, you know, they have a dangerous element to them if you don't plan them very, very carefully. And reassuringly for me, obviously, as one of the producers of the film, they do definitely pay attention to that side of it. And if you watch Hungerford 1, in fact, which I'm sure you all will, because it's going to be very reasonably priced on iTunes, you will see that they choreographed a really, really nasty fight in a very small space, with weapons and all sorts of things, which were, you know, if they had gone wrong, would have been dangerous. So anyway, that was what it was about today. And you know, again, for me, I've had this film, or Drew and I have had this film in our heads for, I don't know, a year and a half probably now. And to actually be standing in the places it's going to happen and actually start seeing it, you know, unfold is great, really exciting. And sometimes when that happens, you know, the thing you've had in your head is loads better than the thing that you end up with, and that, you know, needs managing, to say the least, inside your own mind more than anywhere else, because there's never really very much you can do about it by that point. But and then sometimes, you know, what you're looking at is even better than you kind of dared to imagine. And obviously on these films with low budgets that we're making, you know, we are not really in a position to just point at a building and say, get me that. You know, we have to get what we can and have the conversations with the people that we can about getting what we need. And, you know, in this case, we really, really lucked out. And again, due to Andy's extremely reassuring presence wherever he goes, the nice people who run it have let us come there for, you know, a really, really kind rate. So but it's amazing, you know. And obviously from Drew's point of view, he is like a kid in a candy shop, running around this visual wonderland. So yeah, good day for us. We won today on Hungerford II, so that's good. And I'll keep you updated. We're doing a camera pass tomorrow, so I don't know how interesting that'll be to talk about, but if it is, I'll talk about it. So cool. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.